Hey guys, hey, I'm back. Hey, I wanted to show you a group of artifacts that if you're lucky enough out here where I look, you'll come across, maybe one or two of them in a whole season of looking in plowed fields and, where you're trying to look for arrowheads. But these are called charmstones, and that's probably, we, we don't find axes, celts, adze out here, but whenever you guys find one of those three items, you're kind of going, yeah, it made my day. Anyways, when you find one of these guys, it definitely makes your day. And over the 20 something years I've been looking for them, it's always a thrill, when you spot one. And they're fairly large, so when you're in a plowed field and you can see them pretty far off. And anyways, let me go through here and show you a little closer. And they're made out of granites, heavier materials. And as far as I know, they really didn't have a utilitarian function. They were strictly, from my understanding, they were it's like an all-around good luck piece, and the shaman or medicine men kind of had control of them. And if they needed rain, if they needed the fishing to be better, if they needed someone to be over an illness, anyways, and they're generally highly polished. Sometimes they'll the tops will vary on them. When I say the tops, this being the top of them. When the farmland was being first cultivated around here, they had to build a lot of levees, and a couple of the heavy equipment operators, they've actually come across a couple of caches of these, and they found them in circles, and like 6, 8, 10 of them, and the tops will always be pointing up. But again, they're a really special item to me. Let me go through here and pick up a couple of them. And let me see, size-wise, that one right there is a little over 6 inches, whereas those smaller ones are moving in on 2, 3, something like that. But they're like I said, they're really neat items. That reminds me of a top. A little toy top that you play with as a kid. This one here too. That one's got a little groove around the top of it. Beautiful material on that one. I found this one and this one this season. And like I said earlier, you're lucky if you find one or two of them in a whole year's worth of looking. And I actually found both of those about a week apart from each other. I really like the material that these four are made out of. It's kind of almost like a petrified wood, but technically I know it's not. It has rings, rings around whatever the material is. I should know by now, but so I say they're petrified wood, but I know I'm wrong. There's another groove on that one there. That's an oddball one there. Found that one in 2 parts. Glued it back together. Found this one last year, and on this group here, this one, well actually, this one's probably my favorite one of the 20-something years that I've been looking. The neck on that, or the top of it, it's really extended, and it has such just a polished feel on it that just And when I saw that one, I just saw just a little bit of the middle of it, and I knew it was a polished stone of something. But that one is really, really nice. And I'm going to switch gears here, and and this might be pure speculation on my part. This is another group of hardstone items that you'll come across. And when I first started looking, I was told, now this one right here, it's busted in two, but that probably would have been about the size of a hole, and they were first called donuts to me, or a game ring. And I was told in the beginning that they were rolled along the ground, and as a competition they were, like target practicing and trying to shoot an arrow through the middle of it. And as time went on, I've never found one of the large ones, but as time went on, I came across these guys and also these at the same time. And as you can see, the hole right there is just a lot smaller than this one here. And obviously these don't even have any holes in them. And when I first started finding these four right here, the term discoidal popped up in my mind, but I knew out here, they didn't play that game. What is it, chunky? I think that's what it's called. So they're not discoidals. They have a similar look. So over the years, I've almost concluded that these might be a preform of these. The hole wasn't quite gone all the way through, and they had, and this is the conjecture that I could be totally wrong. I almost think that they used this group of items to actually make these, because the charmstones, they're just so perfectly round and so polished. I just don't see how they could have done that without the aid of another stone. So my guess is they had a series of the different sizes, and they would put these down in there and using some type of an abrasive, sand or something, until they just got that perfect round shape. But again, I could be totally wrong, but just something that over the years it makes sense. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and spring's here, and fortunately for my neck of the woods, the season for looking is kind of winding down, because all the fields get grown up with grasses, and you really don't get to see a whole lot. And a good part of the country is just starting to kick in. So good luck, you guys out there, and I'll be back.